Good evening and welcome to our junior varsity matchup between the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen and the East Chicago Cardinals. My name is John Woosley and I'm excited to bring you this broadcast this evening. This is the second game today, and if you're an HBTV regular, you were watching the junior high team against the City Baptist Overcomers. And here we are, against East Chicago Central, and it is going to be a fight for our swordsmen this evening, and we're not scared of that. We're not afraid of that. These guys are no stranger to a tough game, and in fact just played one last night. So looking forward to a good game, a good evening of soccer here for the swordsmen, for East Chicago. And here we go, just a couple minutes here into this game. And this is Luke Audis near side. We got JP Riley, Xavier Huckins there, center forward. And, man, he's got a wide open goal. Goalie is out. Goalie is out. And, wow, goalie came way out there for the Cardinals. Just had to pop it over his head. Would have had a goal there. Luke trying. Brady Richards out there. Mark Audis, who is certainly a threat there. You see him, goalie bobbled the ball a little bit. Adam Judah, there you hear Coach yelling his name. Eric Mata, the 7th grader out there, doing some good work. Travis Pins, Carmine Rivera, Darvell Blanton, and in goal, Chase Gonzalez. The cross is over, saved twice. Luke Audis nearly put it in from a beautiful cross from Mark Audis, and the guys seemed to think that it was a goal. They thought that it was in, and man, just no call there by the official, and that's tough. That's tough. Guys thought it was in, and the official just didn't agree with it. The ball does have to be all the way into the goal, all the way over the line in order for the goal to count. So on the line doesn't count. And same way with out of bounds in soccer. And getting that screen brightened up just a little bit for you, as things are tricky here. This is a interesting time of day. Wow, a deep shot. That's Mark Audis, just sends it over the goal. And look good from here. Mark Audis is a freshman this year, and he's a tank over there. He's on that. He's got that right striker, that right forward position. And here he is coming to the center. And if they give him some space, he'll take a shot, and that's not a very good one right there. But here they come. Just prior to the game, enjoyed having a conversation with the coach from East Chicago, Tom Felt, and he was just an impressive man, but in education for 39 years, he said, and has taught at Morton in several different schools and now here at East Chicago. And I asked him what keeps him going, and he had a great answer. And before I give you the answer, I'm going to bring on John Borsch here in just a minute, and the voice of HBTV Soccer. You got a corner kick there on the far side. This East Chicago team, at least their varsity, has 11 wins this season. 11 wins. So the team our varsity will be going up against at 7 o'clock is not going to be an easy task. And normally, if the varsity is a solid team, is tough, that means it says something about the program. And so this JV team is looking pretty tough as well. Brady Richards in there doing work, navigates through traffic, a sliding kick, and just picked up by the goalie. I thought Brady was going to come away with that one. The officials not wanting to blow the whistle. A few guys down, and yet a foul to be called. John Borsch here in the booth, everybody. John, thanks for being here. Thanks. I know you've had a busy afternoon, so I'm thankful that you're up here.
I'm happy to be here. Busy is good. If you didn't see earlier, you want to hear some good commentating as that ball is launched over the goal. Goal kick. For a second there, from this angle, it looked like it was
Might drop in.
nestling right in the back there, and the goalie was just looking somewhere else. I'm like, what are we doing here? No, but we had the developing Christian men up here earlier, and gave them a little tour of the booth here. Brother Huckins taught them everything there is to know about being a producer, and really you can teach you can teach that in about 30 seconds. And so
Start stream.
So yes, that's push a few buttons. That's all it is. So he taught them that. No, but they had a good time up here. Then we had Derek Judah and Zeke Dela Cruz hop on the commentating. So
both fifth graders.
They did a good job. I thought it was funny. We were preparing them before. I gave them a little scenario, John, and I told them, all right, how would you call it? You know. So we were going around the room, and they were calling. I told them to call a goal for my brother Ray. Now, I didn't see. Did Ray score any goals? Oh,
I don't think so.
We were practicing the wrong thing then, I think. But no, it was good. And then excited to see these guys here. Some junior hires still on this team even, but some high school, and I've enjoyed watching them all year.
Yeah.
They're a hard team. They're gonna work hard. They're gonna work hard, and we've saw that all year with the older teams that they play, and we're gonna see how they do against these East Chicago guys.
Yeah, John, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. As this JV team, they literally walked off this same field at about 9 o'clock last night after just a gruesome, just a terrible loss in the championship game of our JV tournament in shootouts. And it was not good, but leaving, tired. They played 2 games yesterday, and getting home, having to do some homework, no doubt. I asked in my first hour class, how many guys, got to sleep after 11 o'clock, and everybody raised their hand. Like 11:30, and still a bunch of them had their hand midnight, and people are still having their hands up, and man, I'm just like, and it's been just a long week here at HB, coming off of school camp last week, and now we had Sony Marathon on Saturday, and now into this week with multiple games and transformers and things going on, and getting back into the rhythm of school and JV tournament, and now here we are with the big game on Friday, and it's just like it's been a blur of a week. But you're right, these guys they give it everything they have out here, and they're fun to watch for sure.
When I first noticed they were tired, Mr. Woosley?
When's that?
When they were in my class. You should have seen them walk in. Watch out, free header for Adam Judah. Can't get it. Boy, they walked in. And it was a rough game. Rough game to lose, plus you're tired. There were some sorry faces this morning. But, I mean, part of that, it's good to get right back out to another game, you know? So you don't have to think about that last one too long.
Yeah, get that taste out of your mouth, exactly. Just wash it down with a win,
Yes.
Hopefully we can get that right here.
But a battle of attrition. I don't know when the last game these East Chicago guys played.
Yeah, I know they had one scheduled last night, but I do know that it got. I don't know. Today is Friday. No, they played last night.
Okay.
Yep, they played last night.
So both teams late night last night, and here they are again.
Yep.
Hey, but when you're that young, John, you've just got. Hey.
When I was young.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they can recover pretty quickly.
They've got the young knees still. Our producer over here,
Jack Huckins. Yeah, he took a vacation day after just a 40-yard sprint when he raced you the other day.
I think now if you don't know what we're talking about, folks, and that's 0-0, 25 minutes left. We'll update you on anything important here. Steal by Adam Judah going the other way. If you're new to HBTV. You would have to be new not to know about this story, because we probably bring it up every broadcast. But me and our producer and I, Mr. Huckins and I,
our English teacher, Jack Huckins,
we decided to have a race. I don't know why. I forget the context. Just because he thought he could beat me, and we raced pretty much the whole width of the soccer field, which you can see on your camera, folks. That is no easy task.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like it'd be easy for you. All right. If you do, you can come here and race our producer. But we'll take sign-ups after. But no, so we raced, and I beat him, but only by a few steps. Really, it was a tight race. But I almost wonder if we should make that a yearly tradition. Now, and really hype it up. Maybe get some sponsors for the event. You know, give it a cool name.
Yeah.
And maybe halftime of a game would be good. Maybe halftime of senior night, something.
Oh man,
big time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know,
Race the producer night.
Absolutely.
Race the English teacher night.
Yeah, and they just line up, and he's got a race. You know, the whole halftime. Oh man, but that's some good stuff. That was a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah, and folks, if you're wondering it, Mr. Borsch did win.
I did.
He did. I'm not sure. I think you left that part out of the story. But that's all we do. That's all we do is win.
Yes.
And here's Carmine clearing it out. John, this EC team normally very talented at passing. Passing, they have just an eye for the ball. They know where to be, when to be there. And one thing I know they're having to transition with is the fact that this is a natural grass field.
Yeah, I was about to ask you because Hammond, you know, earlier they have the turf field and they came here. So East Chicago also has a turf field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, and I was talking with their coach earlier. He said to start the year, they shampooed the field. I never heard of it.
Their turf field?
Yep. I never heard of that before. But I guess that's the thing. He said, man, it looked like it was brand new. Just brought it back to life. And I said, man.
Head and Shoulders really got a boost after East Chicago.
And when you fall, you just smell so good.
Yeah, smell like the ocean wave or something, you know.
Some Old Spice.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that is a thing. And not sure what the holdup is here.
I think East Chicago thought it was their ball, and Swordsman ball. Luke got us throwing. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the broadcast. I know for me personally and Mr. Dowdy, we were on our way back from Indianapolis yesterday. And, you know, getting to tune in live to HPTV and watch our guys play. And that was a treat. Would have liked to see a win, of course. It was a good game. And if you didn't, you can look back at YouTube and Facebook and especially tune in to the end of that game. That was a nail-biter. Unfortunate end to it, but went to shootouts. And Swordsman came away with the loss. But they're back. They're back looking to make something happen. Adam Judah sending Luke on his way, running up the left side. Luke Otis, fresh off of college days, along with all of or most of the seniors.
Yep.
Going to college days at Howes Anderson College last couple of days here. But all of them back for tonight. And I had mentioned senior night a little bit ago. John, do you know when is senior night? Yeah,
let me give them a few upcoming events, if possible. There, Ryan. Here are just a few things if you might want to screenshot this if you're a Swordsman fan, for both soccer, volleyball, basketball. Just a few upcoming events. On Tuesday, this JV team will be here on this field at 5 o'clock, and Casa de Grasa will be coming over and playing our JV team here at 5. And then Heritage on October 5th, that's an away game for our varsity. And then senior night, John, you had mentioned, is Thursday, October 12th. So the 12th for senior night, and that'll be the last game of the season. And man, we played Heritage last night at this JV level, and that's the team that beat us last night. So it'd be nice to finish the season on a high note with a win that last game. But yeah, that's October 12th. That's that Thursday, and we'll throw that up on the screen maybe later on in the game. Because there's all kinds of info on there, John. There's volleyball, basketball. Yeah. Because those things are, volleyball is in full swing right now. Right. And basketball is it's right around the corner. And it's crazy. Just a month away. And it seems like guys are already starting to get some shots up in the gym. And it's like, man, soccer, I feel like soccer is just at the peak right now. Right. And we're already kind of like ready to roll. And but looking forward to watching our guys. And many of these guys, playing both sports. And they go from running around on the soccer field to running around the basketball court or to rolling around on the wrestling mat. Yep. And just love the opportunities that they get here at HB, and thankful for the coaches and for the people that make it possible, really.
Yeah, we didn't have wrestling on there, John, and maybe we can, once we figure out a schedule there, we can get that. But I'll tell you what, last year, got to watch a wrestling meet. I enjoyed that way more than I thought I would. I don't know why I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but that was fun to see our guys working. It is just you, it is just you on that wrestling mat, and it is just different. And that was a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, absolutely. If you can make it to one of those upcoming events, live is best. Come on and come live. Maybe say hi to us up in the booth, either in the soccer field or on the basketball floor there. But yeah, we enjoy bringing it to you. Better if you're here live. Absolutely. Nothing really doing right now. 0-0 score. Not many opportunities either way. Ball's kind of been stuck in the middle of the field. I want to look for the Swordsmen to break here. If it were me, you've got a little bit of speed there on the side. You've got that far side with Brady Richards. You've got Mark Otis over there. I'd like to see him get the ball to them and see if they can get out and run a little bit. Spread out the defense. Just get some possession, in the offensive zone. In for the Swordsmen. Making an appearance, got Jesse Martinez. That's cleared out of there by defender Carmine Rivera. Jesse Martinez on this near side. Xavier Huckins up front. Ephraim Perez, this near side. Then you've also got the back line of Darvell Blanton, Carmine in the middle there, Carmine Rivera. Travis Pins just got some staples out of his head.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
back,
just crazy, man.
Back at it.
Wow. We talked about that last night in the live stream a little bit as a header opportunity came his way, and I was just bracing myself.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Exactly. Oh man, but he's a champ for being out there.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. I was, maybe we can share the story, John, if you want, with the people that are watching, just to catch them up to speed on Travis's injury there.
Yeah. So last week we went to school camp. We go to Indian Creek there in Kentucky. Great camp. Go there almost every year for school camp there. And anyways, one of the last days, they had some free time, and it's a beautiful spot, and they were taking some time and hiking up a mountain with a teacher, and kind of just a steep part on the mountain there and a loose rock. Now every time I hear the story, John, the rock gets bigger,
Oh yeah.
It started about the size of a fist, and now it's about the Indiana Jones boulder just chasing after him, But anyways, a pretty good sized rock, if I understand correctly. As the man in front of him was climbing, kind of loosened up there, and they were yelling, but he didn't see it coming, and then clocked him kind of right on top of his head.
Yeah.
And thankfully we were able to help him pretty quick and get him to the hospital there, and they took good care of him. And he was back that night in the service.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And
a scary injury, but the Lord was looking out for him, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah. And he seems to be one of those guys that almost like pain doesn't register with him.
Sure.
And so he was just kind of like climbing and then got hit by a rock. And
okay.
he felt that for sure.
Yes.
But then once he got back, it's like, oh, well, that happened, and
back
now
to normal.
back to normal, exactly. And he was proud of it. He got he got the staples out a couple days ago and was showing the guys at clean class. I was like, man, I don't really want to see it, honestly. I'll pass.
It was as Eric Mata working hard on defense, clears it, gets the foul, Swordsman ball. But yeah, he was definitely showing off his injury, and it was not nice.
Yeah.
That's
you saw it?
I did see it. He came in with he had some sort of cream on there, so I was kind of hiding it a little bit, which I was thankful for. But I did see a picture online, and that was the one that got me. But looking like Frankenstein there with his head stapled together.
Yep.
But here he is playing right defense for the Swordsmen. You never would have known. His hair is growing back just like Samson, and back to normal. There he is, speak of the devil there, doing work on the right side of defense. Now, did you ever play, I know you played, I believe, sweeper, right, for a little bit. Did you ever play defense at any point of your high school here?
John, I was either a midfielder and normally like a center mid or a sweeper. Those are the only two.
Okay.
And so I always had a good defense behind me as sweeper, which was a blessing. Because I don't know if sweeper was just something that we made up or normal teams have sweepers, because rarely do I hear that used like by professional soccer teams.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Never seen it.
Okay. Because what would you call that?
Yeah, really, I've most soccer teams, they'll have a formation that they play, and yeah, sweeper is not among the positions.
Yeah.
I know depending on the formation, you do have midfielders that will do a bit more work and going more forward or playing more defense, but that is something that we rarely see here. But it takes a lot of stamina, the sweeper.
Yeah. I had never seen it, and I don't watch a whole lot of soccer, but basically the sweeper just plays right in front of the center fullback, the center defender. And my job was, my coach told me, he's like, look, your job is to make sure the ball just stays on offense. He's like, that's it. Wherever the ball goes, you stay right behind the offense.
Yep.
And as soon as the offense loses it, before it gets to the defense, get it back to the offense.
Sure.
And so I just got to run wherever, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah. I loved it. Just running all over the field. I didn't really have to go anywhere or do anything, but I just got to get the ball and kick it. Don't have to be very talented to do that.
One track mind. See ball, get it on offense, you know?
Yeah.
Center, cross
simple.
in the box. Good. I believe that was Adam Judah. And we'll see if we can get the replay up. The cross was certainly not a pretty one, but played to exactly what the Swordsman needed. Caught the goalie off guard. Adam Judah driving toward the front post, and all he had to do was put a foot on it. That is bad positioning by the goalie. He needs to be at that near post. That should be his all day. Or a defender should be there. That's a tough one to concede for East Chicago. But the Swordsman will take it. Good for Adam Judah for being ready to pounce on it.
Yeah, big time, John. And one thing we talked, this JV team, they have the courage to run through the ball.
Yeah.
And sometimes guys will wait for the ball to come to them, or maybe your average player would have kind of waited back, like, oh, the goalie's got it,
sure,
so I'm not going to run through it. But we saw that several times from Adam yesterday, and even right there, he's like, that ball is mine until it's in your hands, and just cut right in front of the goalie. And not every player will do that, John. So that's big for just Adam as a leader on this JV team to just step up, see that, and put it in for his team. Now up 1-0.
And yeah, you need that aggression. Really, in all sports, John, there's a place for it. But you can tell the difference between the guys that have it and the guys that don't. Those that are just getting after the ball, and they're usually the guys like an Adam Judah that may have a few more fouls in soccer and in basketball, but they're always hunting for that goal. They're always hunting for the ball, and it paid off in a big way there for the Swordsman. Yeah.
Here's Darvell Blanton here on this back line for the Swordsman. Eric Mata, another young kid we've been impressed with, John. As Eric Mata, just a 7th grader.
Yeah. Oh, good pass there by Huckins, looking to send Audis on his way. Goalie coming out. Audis! Go!
Mark Audis, big time, big run, wide open goal. You see it there. He had, nothing but net, as long as he could get it past that goalie.
Well, right, so you are correct, but when the goalie is that far out, playing the angle like that, you see very little of the net. You see very little of the net. So he did have, he could go to either side of the goalie there, and he picked a corner and hit it right on. Well done. 2 back-to-back goals, and I believe that was set up, assisted by Xavier Huckins. That was a beautiful vision there to see that. Sent Mark running. I had mentioned that a second ago, just the speed on the right side there.
Yeah,
and you've seen it pay off there.
Yeah, beautiful, John. And you said it, man. Xavier, just to be able to have the presence to lift your head up when so many times guys are just dribbling around with their head straight down.
Right, right.
And if anything, they'll just look up and kick it to the corner and not really know where their players are at. But that's just that speaks to a little bit of the talent and the coaching that that Xavier's had. Here's oh man, looked like a handball there. Not sure.
I think it was one of those couldn't do anything about. He was tucked into his body. As long as your hands are against your body, I think the rule, the specific rule is if they're in a natural position. You know, so even if you are in the box and it hits your hand, as long as it doesn't look like you're attempting to, to swat at the ball, if your hands are in a natural position by your side, shot up and over.
Wow.
But they won't call the penalty, and that's what happened there with Carmine. Good power on that shot.
Yeah,
but
John, a little bit of deja vu from last night.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. He was probably a bit further on the left, right, and kind of just curled one to the back post. And Chase kind of just helplessly watched, and not too much he was able to do there. I forget who we played last night.
Heritage.
Yep, okay. Yep. Heritage there last night. They'll be here for our senior night. And I believe that's a full set of games. You got to see our junior high team. And I know we mentioned we have some junior hires on the field now, but you got to see our fully junior high team play just a minute ago versus City Baptist and getting the win there. Always good to have City Baptist here. Just a great group of people, great group of guys. And fun to see a number of guys on our team that are pretty close with those City Baptist guys, maybe the Spanish church, but good camaraderie. Always good competition there when they're here. But looking forward to it.
Yeah, John, I was talking to their coach earlier, and he said this is one of the games they just would not want to miss.
City Baptist, talking about?
Oh,
or
no.
I switched to City Baptist.
Gotcha.
Heritage or East Chicago. What team?
Every team. Every.
They can't
Oh,
miss
I'm
this.
sorry. I need to listen. I need to hang on to every word you're speaking, and I was not, so I apologize. I was talking about.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ooh.
Good block by Carmine Rivera.
Oh,
that is a handball. That is certainly a handball. Away from his body. Carmine calling for it right away. And it'll be a free kick. 6 minutes left. Travis to take.
Shout out to our HBTV crew, as we have a team of people that just are behind the scenes and just helping run the stream and prep graphics and operating cameras and commentating even, and Brother Jack on there, pastor there. You see Josh Conger there, who is in South Carolina tonight, but just a big part of HBTV, and we got a few new people on there this year, and so I'm just thankful and I'm excited for another year of HBTV. But Darvell Blanton out there, he's a part of our HBTV crew, and Luke Audis. Both of those guys. Here's Jesse Martinez, got a little bit of breakaway,
ouch.
and wow.
I think that was
just got eaten up.
Ephraim up there. And
man, that was 24. Henry.
Yeah, dealing with a man a bit larger than himself. I think he got taken out from above, behind, below. He was attacked from all sides there.
Yeah. Wow.
Bundled over.
But, he didn't even see it coming either. He came in right in from the side.
But there he is. He's popped right back up here. He's ready to go.
Couple substitutions for the Swordsmen. Silas Romero, number 29, and for Luke Audis, and Mikey Swain over on the far side, giving those midfielders a break. John, I would assume the midfielders are going to be the guys that are running the most throughout the course of a game, and most likely to get subbed in and out.
Yeah, there's the whistle there. Wow. Yellow card given to number 2 there. Let's see. Brandon Chavez, freshman. I didn't see too much of what happened there. Is that number 2 there, John?
It's number 22.
22.
Yep,
So
Sebastian.
Marcus Avina there.
Oh, on the JV. Yep, you're right.
I didn't see too much of what happened there. The ref didn't like it. He was pointing off pretty quick.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. You never know. Words are exchanged, and guys kind of being, and just there's some malice there, just some anger and the physicality. But it was hard to see. It's a ref's call at that point. You gotta trust him to make the right call. The coach did tell me that he has 2 players that have been suspended on his team for cards over the last couple days, and he not happy about that. But that's the case, and so it seems as if they do like to play that physical game.
Yeah.
And that comes with the territory, and so do we sometimes. You know, John, playing as physical as we do, guys just getting after it, and we obviously not encouraging to hurt, but to be physical and to use your body, man, that's is certainly part of the game.
Absolutely. And being down 2-0, you know, there's that urgency that they have. They need to get something happening. So you see that. Yellow card you do in high school, you have to exit the game. You can come back in. You get a second yellow card, and that upgrades to a red, and you are out of the game. Your team plays with 10 men, and I believe you are suspended for at least 1 game there. Ball Brady on the breakaway. Just beaten off at the last second.
Oh,
by
man.
The goalie. The goalie not getting as much of that one as he wanted to.
John, I love watching Brady play, man. I really do. Just reminds me so much of his brother Zach, his brother Reese, and just man, bringing the heart, bringing the hustle, and man, just skilled in a unique way. They played soccer, they watched soccer, and you can tell the guys that have seen some soccer and played a little more soccer than normal. Oh man, is it
shot outside?
Dangerous shot.
Chase has got it.
But Reese is certainly one of those guys I enjoy watching him play, man. He brings it every time, and even though maybe outsized in some areas, yeah. What'd I say?
Reese.
Did I say Reese? Oh, thanks for listening to what I'm saying. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But
I'll
Brady,
be happy to
man,
correct you anytime.
Yeah. I just enjoy watching Brady play for sure.
Now Reese was here the other night, right, for our alumni game, I believe. We had our alumni game
on Tuesday. Yep.
And that was a lot of fun. Get to see some guys that over the years have played some Swordsmen soccer.
Yeah.
And they beat us pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think
it was 4-0. Was that the score?
4-0 or 4-1. I think they might. No, you're right. They didn't score.
4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. And you
put some good players in that. There's no doubt about it. There are some very talented alumni that came there, and good to have them.
Yeah, when you got Austin Salazar in goal, you know, it tough to get one in on him.
Yes.
You know, Austin attempting to play professional soccer, and has played at the semi-pro level for a year or two. Another shot on goal. Chase Gonzalez right there to eat it up. John, seems like they're taking some shots from far outside the 18.
Yeah, and you know, it's 30 seconds now left, and you know you're kind of done. But they have had a good amount of possession. I would have liked to see them try to make 1 or 2 more important passes, and just try to get a bit closer. But Chase has done a good job. Credit to him, and not only saving him, but to hold on to him, not give up a rebound, not give up that type of chance, and he's done a good job at that.
All right, 2-0 is your score, and that's the end of the first half. We'll be back here with the second half of play in just a few minutes. John Woosley, John Borsch bringing you the live game today. We'll be back here for the second half of play in just a couple minutes. And we're back for the second half of play. Here is your junior varsity swordsman and the East Chicago Cardinals. 2-0 is your score as we jump back into the second half. And looks like starters are back in here for both teams, as Adam Judah and Mark Audis with the 2 goals for the swordsman. And Brother Jack, I don't know if we have those saved, those replays for the 2 goals from earlier in the game, but that'd be great if we can pop those on now. If somebody's just jumping on for the second half, we'll pop up the 2 goals from the swordsman. This is goal number 1. That's Adam Judah slicing in front of the goalie. And that was a second goal. You really don't even see the goalie in the net. You see he was out. Mark Audis was on a fast break. The assist by Xavier Huggins. Just a beautiful send there. That was the second goal of the game. And now the swordsman going to work, looking to make it 3-0. Here's Luke Audis with the throw from that far side. This East Chicago team is a talented one, and we've played them here the last couple years, and unfortunately we just get to play them the one time. Our game earlier in the season was canceled, and I'm supposed to be over at their place, but happy and thankful that we get to host them here at HB, and hopefully we can get a couple wins tonight. JV up 2-0. This is number 4 for the Cardinals, Iker Calzada. Xavier, another just money send. This is Mark Audis. It's a foot race. He puts a foot on it, goes tumbling down. And wow, that was number 24 for the Cardinals, Jonathan Rivas, the freshman. And man, he was going step for step with Mark Audis, just giving it everything that he had. And Mark is a speedy character, so that's saying something. And really probably saved him a goal there. Here's Jonathan again. Adam Judah trying to get in the mix here, middle of the field. Carmine Rivera. Here's another beautiful send up to Mark Audis, just going in. Jonathan and Mark are just going to become best friends here. If that keeps happening, folks, they're just going step for step. And that's going to be a matchup to watch for sure. This is 23, center of the field for the Cardinals. Andre. Cardinals just very skilled with the footwork, and used to a turf field, as we mentioned earlier. And that ball just zips around on the turf field. And so that footwork, the traps, the passes, they get to places quicker. And so no doubt trying to get accustomed to this natural grass field here, and especially with the grass being a little different. I'm not sure. That guy he was going to kick it hard somewhere and just kick the ground and just flopped.
Don't laugh. Terrible.
Oh, man. I can laugh because that's been me a time or two too many. And here's another send. Here's Mark Audis. No. Jonathan Brady Richards.
Oh, man. Just wide by Brady. And Swordsman had a few options there with Brady and Mark. Mark choosing to let Brady have it. Maybe had a bit of a centering pass. Went for goal instead. It wasn't a bad shot. Just missed off to the near side, off the outside netting. But Swordsman right back at it here with Luke Audis.
John, I love us spreading the field right there, and that's a bit of a poor cross there, but good idea.
Yeah,
working it from the outside in.
Wow, yeah, that's a problem. Can't do that. I don't know if that's a penalty. I don't know what that call is. So the goalie had the ball. Is that a? Oh, this is rare. This is a rare moment, Mr. Woosley.
What? I'm not even
So
sure what is happening here. Please explain.
The goalie
is this a sweeper
had
taking
the ball.
shot?
Okay.
Okay.
He dropped it. Okay.
Okay.
Once he drops it, he cannot pick it back up again, and that's exactly what he did.
Well,
it was in the box, but it is not a penalty. So it is like a penalty. It's like a penalty outside the box is kind of how it's set up. They can still have their wall. But we'll see where Adam goes with it. He passes it. Oh, that just, okay. For such a rare moment, I would have liked to see a bit more thought go into it than that. I do see what they were trying to do when it's that close, John, and the wall is that close.
Yeah.
Just to get it up and over the wall would be nigh on impossible. You could try to blast it to a side. You could try a little pass. So they were trying to just pass it back to trying to get enough space for the ball to go up and over the wall, but the execution was not there. In fairness to them, they're not practicing that play very much.
Yeah.
in their work with Mr. Woosley there.
And I'm sure Adam walked up to Mark and said, "Hey, I'm going to pass it back."
Oh, watch out! Could get redemption here. Audis on the breakaway shot. It's in, but the whistle goes up. Offside by an eyelash.
Man, tough call there, John. Tough call now.
Can we get a replay on that by chance?
Oh, this is Jack Huggins in the producer chair you're talking to.
Watch out. I'm asking him for a lot. It'd be nice if we had a camera right on the sideline, give us that line. That's all right. Maybe next time. Again, you cannot be past that last defender before the ball is played to you. And just a fraction offside. Nice finish by him.
Mm-hmm.
But does not count this time. Swordsman Spirit cheering it on over there. Starting to get a bit cooler outside now, John.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these night games going to get a little bit chilly. You had mentioned senior night, October, was it 12?
Yeah, October
12
Yep.
will be, that's usually a pretty cold one.
Yeah.
Pretty chilly.
Yeah, John, last year, if you remember, just cold and rainy.
Windy.
Oh, man, Luke Audis.
Watch him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just bundles him over. Going for the ball there, but still with the swordsman there. Kind of just a wrestling match right now.
Bodies flying and guys attacking.
A hodgepodge is probably what I want to use there.
Don't even say that word again. Oh, man.
If you don't know, our producer knows a lot of things about puzzles, putting puzzles together, and hodgepodge. But the director says don't talk about it. We won't talk about it.
I just know that's a 30-minute conversation that I don't want to have right now. If we can stay focused on the game. It drilled Xavier right in the back.
Travis Pins on defense looking to get something going. Going a bit too far. Boy, on defense, you got to stay active and alert back there. Because, really, they're not going to get involved in the offense. But that ball can be right at you in just a moment. You got to be ready to play defense, and they've done a good job so far holding the East Chicago to 0. Luke Audis, left-footed shot, and just lands on top of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for East Chicago. Short goal kick. Goes as far as Xavier Huckins, but gives it away. A lot of blue swarming the box, putting a good press on East Chicago, not letting them get very far out of the box. Here's Mark Audis near side, looking to get a cross in. He's going to find Brady Richards. Brady Richards tries the cross. Taken down awkwardly there by Kevin Aguilar. And here comes East Chicago, looking to put some pressure on that defense we were talking about just a second ago, but the momentum just stopped there. You had a few guys breaking forward in white, and it just broke down when they stopped with the ball there. But here they are again. 1 white shirt surrounded by 3 blue. And that usually is not the recipe for success. I'm joined by Brother Huckins, whose son is on the field right now. He's had a good game. He had an assist earlier. Were you able to see that?
Yes.
His assist there. So that was well done. There he finds another pass. Oh, and the Swordsman, good ideas. Oh, and Mark knows. Mark knows and Luke knows. That was a missed opportunity. Luke was on the break.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity as well.
Go ahead, since you're dying to, Brother Huckins. Give the audience. Hold on. Mark Otis centers it. Had Luke far post, but couldn't get it in there. Folks, our producer, Brother Huckins, has an imitation of me talking and announcing. And you're going to see, you hear me talking right now, you're going to see just the vast difference. He's not very good at it, but he loves to do it. And now you comment in and you tell us who's right or wrong here. I believe you think I have a monotonous voice. Go ahead and give the folks your, go ahead. No, quit, you're laughing. It's very important now.
Well, it's the monotonous voice that you have that is very interesting. Yeah, you're right. I'm not good at it.
I'm glad you see that. All right, good. Marcotta's shot outside the box. Right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Didn't catch it cleanly.
I wanted to jump in and say, yes, I'm John Borsch too.
They wouldn't have known what was going on there. Eric Mata has played kind of a midfield/defensive role. Has done a good job all night. And you see him working on this near side with Brady Richards. Slid. Ball knocked out there on the near side. East Chicago throw in there. But Brother Jack, it's been a good season. Okay. We will leave it to you folks to decide which is which. Whether the original is John Borsch or if I'm John Borsch too.
I'm the original. He's a fake.
Yeah. You do my voice so well that
so well.
Oh man.
I do it so well.
Do you do any other voices?
I do a couple of different ones.
Okay. Let's we got a little over 20 minutes here, folks, and it's a 2-0 score. And we'll bring you right back into the action if there is some. Watch out on the shot right as I say it. But Chase has it. All right, so
I do like a southern voice.
A southern voice,
southern,
okay.
like,
now, will this offend our southern listeners?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not.
I think they'll enjoy
it.
Probably.
Voice. It's more along the lines of
be specific now.
I don't know, somebody who's maybe. I don't know how really to explain it.
Well, why don't you do your voice?
All right.
And then I'll tell you what it is. Okay.
Well, Brother Borsch, it's sure good to talk to you today. My name's Hank. You got to do something other than laugh there, Brother Borsch.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world to say to that.
Then there's a.
No, hold on. Now I feel like for that character there, like you just sound like you have a banjo and you're gonna start playing your banjo.
Holy smokes! That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Then there's the Abdel Judah. Well, see, here's the thing, Brother John. It's amazing. Wow.
And then go into
Look at that number of 24 out there. Isn't he playing great?
And then go into a story how you were good in sports in high school. All right, go into that next there.
Well, you know, I played a little bit of sports. I wasn't necessarily great at sports.
I was talking about Brother Judah, but
no, I still was being Brother Judah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Oh man. By the way, if you see Brother Judah, he has the joy of the Lord, but the Bears. Hold on, Xavier Huckins on the break. Number 16.
Here we go.
Shot. Oh, just wide from the left foot.
Just by a hair.
Yeah, needed a bit more curl on it. But
Missed
if
it by that much.
yeah, if you see Brother Judah, you pray for him now. He's a Bears fan, and the season's over. They've
Now,
had
John,
it's-
don't you go talking bad about the Bears. You know, I follow them everywhere. No matter how bad they lose to the Packers.
Oh man, that's pretty good. I didn't know you had that one in your repertoire, to be honest with you. Do you have anyone else?
I don't know. I mean, not really. I mean,
Okay,
I got a few different variations, right?
Sure, sure.
you're,
I feel like you'd have a good Kermit the Frog in you.
I have a little bit of a Kermit the Frog. Oh, look at that. That just went out of bounds.
That is your best one yet, right there. That is very good.
if you remember the old Beavis and Butthead days, I was actually very good at doing those back in the day.
Now, your dad was very involved in skits, right?
He was, yeah.
So maybe you got a bit of that. He was. Let me think. Hold on. Was he
come on.
Silly Billy?
I'm disappointed in you, Brother Bush.
It's not Silly Billy.
No. We can't tell you who Silly. Actually, I mean, they haven't come back, so I think it's fine to say who Silly Billy was.
To reveal the identity. Watch out! Shot outside the box.
Look at that! Go! I'm sorry. Did I take that away from you?
Yes. Go! Adam Judah. We were just talking about him a second ago. That's probably why he scored. And there you go. A little lobbing, arcing shot over the outstretched hand of the
Beautiful
keeper.
shot. Beautiful
It
shot.
was very nice.
Wow, that was amazing. Old Timer was Brother Colson.
Yes.
The Devil was Brother Moffat.
Mr. Moffat.
Silly Billy was Eddie Lapina.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Fooey Dini was.
Now, Silly Billy, was he the one in like overalls and like a plaid?
Yeah.
Am I thinking of that
Yeah, he was
correctly?
supposed to be the ugliest kid in the world.
Okay. Well, fitting there. Yeah, very good.
And then you had Fooey Dini, the worst magician
The
in the
magician,
world. That was
Brother Auclair.
played by Brother Auclair.
Uh-huh.
And my dad played Pee-wee.
Pee-wee, yes. Yes.
Oddly enough, Brother Howes played himself.
Yes. Gotcha. But that
But
was...
Dad, Pee-wee was known for his name was 4 and his age was Pee-wee.
yes. I do remember that. Mark Otis on the near side here looking to find Xavier in the middle.
Oh,
He was winding up his head.
Man.
Like
he wanted
a ram
that too.
there. Waiting to pound that one home. Just couldn't connect. That would have been something.
Yeah, what's really interesting about those days in the Vacation Bible School was that they would meet. Most people don't know this. They would meet Monday morning at when the first session started. I think it was 9 o'clock.
Okay.
They would get together in Brother Howe's office and they would determine what the principal for the week would be.
Really?
Up until that point, they had no idea.
Yeah, that surprises me.
And then once they decided what the principal for the week would be, they started devising from scratch that day's skit, and they would finish that day's skit at right before they were about to go on stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mrs. I think it was Mrs. I can't remember her name. Miss McKinney.
Okay.
She would sit out. She'd be right outside Brother Howe's office, and he would just pop his head out and say, "I need, a bunch of duct tape. It's just all these things." He'd say, "I need these," and she would send people out just to stores in the entire area to get all that stuff for props for that sketch.
Kidding.
And then they'd go out, they'd perform it, and then Tuesday they would come in and they would work on
Do
Tuesdays.
the same thing. And that's boy, you would never think, because they were always excellent. That's very surprising. Wow.
Yeah, they had such a fun time, and of course, Brother Hiles did everything he possibly could to get any of the characters to break.
Oh, really?
Dad especially. He loved messing with Dad and trying to get Dad to say his name instead of
Right.
4.
Honest shot outside the box.
Ooh, barely.
And wide. His brother looking at him like,
Just
why
wide.
didn't you pass it to me?
Yeah, he's like, well, I was open, dude.
And Mark says, I know.
I know.
That's some brotherly,
I'm just better than you.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
brotherly competition there.
Both very passionate.
Yeah.
You got Mark, Luke, and Xavier in the middle, not John. Mark, Luke, and John. No.
Okay, sorry. Biblical. That just shocked me so much coming from you.
Wow.
Sure.
All right. They all do very good on offense.
Yeah, it's a good little
Xavier.
group there.
He's like,
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get another one here. Swordsman looking for 4. Put a lot of shots up. Looks like
Come
our
on, get
shot
in there,
counter
get in there.
is.
There we go, there we go.
Watch out. Luke Otis,
There's
number
Luke.
23, outside the box, looking to get around on his left foot there. Cuts it back. Oh, and just took too much time in the end.
yeah. He didn't see somebody coming up behind him.
He did not.
No. To be a soccer player, man, you got to have eyes in the back of your head because these other guys, they can come running up on it. That's why, if you're a fellow player and you see somebody running up on somebody else who has the ball, you got to call man on.
Right.
Say they'll yell man on just so you know that you got somebody coming up on you and you can kind of look around to see where that person's coming from.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier with Mr. Woosley. That's Xavier, a bit of a touch that lets him down.
Knocks it out.
And it's going to be out for a goal kick. We were talking about sooner, if you're not careful, you're just going to get used to just looking down. You're dribbling with the ball, and just looking down at your feet. When, like you said, you just got to be alert. You're going to miss passes. You're going to miss defenders coming at you. So you really got to get used to dribbling with your head up. And you're going to find a lot of opportunities that way.
If you're watching us on Facebook, hit that like button. Watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell, get notified. There's always something happening at HBTV, and especially right around now, we got soccer, volleyball. In a couple months, we're going to have it won't be on us, I don't think, but it will be on the House Anderson College channel. Will be the college volleyball and basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, basketball for us starts pretty soon. So we're looking forward to the next basketball season. Soccer's coming to a close. Got senior night coming up in a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always something to see. So you want to like us so you can be notified of those things on Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, which a lot of people don't, YouTube is where it's at. That's where you can get notified of those new live things. Ooh, nice stop by Carmine Rivera, taking it in the back.
Yeah,
Just
the
drilled
defense. Yeah, defense has been strong all game, but not many chances that I can think back and say, you know what, East Chicago was close. Maybe 1 or 2 in the first half, but just not much going for them offensively. Three nothing here, 11 minutes left. East Chicago with the ball on their offensive end. Darvell working hard in there. A junior this year, Darvell Blanton. Kind of the head of that defense. Carmine Rivera in there too. Travis Pins, both of them freshmen. Chase Gonzalez, the goalkeeper, an 8th grader, actually, in the neon shirt there. Looking to boot to the head, and a good kick all the way to half field, looking to send Brady on his way. Here he comes.
8th grade, that's your mentality.
Watch out, watch out. Here comes
Oh,
Brady.
Brady, come on.
Oh, and just the touch that lets him down. His dribble was just too far out in front of him. And a smart play by the goalie to rush and pick it up. Looks like Silas Romero on this near side as well. Mikey Swain in there. Got a number of junior high guys. But some good soccer players. Good soccer players get some minutes here.
almost 9.5 minutes left of this second period.
All right, now I'm going to try to find here. I'm going to find, we've got these questionnaires that we gave our players, Brother Jack. I think it'd be a good time for one. I have here Mr. Mikey Swain. Mikey Swain.
Okay.
Jersey number 26. Is he on? I believe that's him in the field there. He's on kind of a midfielder. Might be entering your screen in just a second. But Mikey Swain. Here we go. Oh man. Now he has got an outstanding nickname. As we set up this corner kick. Watch out, Luke Ottis going for the shot. And
hits the net, but the wrong side.
yeah, the wrong side of the net there. The Swordsmen trying to set up some type of play. All their players are outside the box.
Good stop.
But there you saw Mikey with the stop. All right, so I have a question for you about Mikey.
All right.
Now this one here is going to be tough. I'm going to give you a hint to see if that helps you, okay?
Okay.
He has a soccer nickname. Okay.
A soccer
Do
nickname.
you have any guesses right off the bat as to what Mikey Swain's soccer nickname would be?
Cuz.
All right. No. All right. So let me.
His father would get that joke. It's a funny inside joke.
Okay.
'Cause we're related.
Well, we
some
don't get it.
capacity.
So.
No, because we're related in some capacity, so we call ourselves a cousin. Anyway,
Gotcha.
but let's see. So he's a midfield. Does it have anything to do with his position?
No, I will tell you though, it has to do, as Brady is working, trying to weave through two defenders, can't. Still fighting for it though, and the Swordsman just hounding the ball right now. Luke Ottis on it. It has to do with a superhero.
Ooh.
But with, I don't want to help you too much now. It's not the actual superhero name. It's the person's name. Okay. So not.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking? All right. So.
All right. So for an example, right? Clark Kent over Superman.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for, and it's a bit of a play on words with his last name.
Oh.
Our man at the controls, Mr. Ryan Bogus, thinks he has it. What do you think, Ryan? Bruce Swain is correct.
Wow. Very well done.
Bruce Swain, and that's one of the better nicknames I've
Point
heard.
Point Ryan Bogus.
Yes, Ryan was on the ball there, not only running the controls, but he's got a point. All right, you got one for me. Test my soccer knowledge. Have you picked one out there?
Well, actually, I have picked one out, but Ryan cannot participate in this one because it's about him.
Really?
Yes.
Well, now we're talking.
This is about him. Who would you say his favorite soccer player, soccer or team,
which one?
soccer team or player? No, I'm sorry. It would be soccer player. It would be soccer. Who would you say his favorite soccer player
Mr.
is?
Ryan Bogus.
Yes.
Now, if you had asked me, I wouldn't have thought he knew too many soccer players. So with that bit of information, I don't think he's a soccer fanatic in any way. I do know him to be a little bit sarcastic, so I'm almost wondering if you put a sarcastic answer there. Am I correct?
Well, I would say that this is dead on. I mean, I personally, this would be my personal favorite soccer player as well. And
so it's something sarcastic then, am I correct?
He's fantastic.
Oh, watch out. Luke Ottis. Oh, offside. He's fantastic.
Yeah. He's one of the best soccer players that I have seen.
Okay, so best soccer players you've seen, that makes me think it's someone that has played here. I'm going to go.
No, it's not somebody who's played here.
Oh, I was pretty confident that I knew who it was. It's not so. You've seen this person play soccer.
Yes, I have.
And they have not played in person.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And they have not played at HB.
No, not in years. It's been a long, long, long time.
What do you
They've
mean
never played on this field. They've never played on this field, but they've played here at HB.
Well, my opposing team knowledge is not very high there, so he's played on this field.
Not this field.
He's played against HB.
He's played at HB, but never on this field.
He's played.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
Is he
wasn't,
on? Was
he wasn't
he
a
on?
sword, He wasn't
was not a
swordsman.
swordsman.
He was not a Warriors. He was.
He played against the swordsman.
Yeah.
But not on this field, you're saying.
No.
So this had to be a long time ago.
He did not play a swordsman. He
Watch
was not
out.
a swordsman. He
Shot up. Oh, and just over as we're talking about nothing. That shot was chipped way up over the head of Chase Gonzalez. Chase, a tall young man. He was at full stretch and still,
Wow.
still
That was a good
could
shot.
not get a hand on it. We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to help me, and then we've got some visitors in the booth here that we're gonna have to give a shout out.
We'll
to.
go ahead. We'll go ahead and give up the answer. The answer is the one and only Jack Huckins, myself.
So when I asked sarcastic, you should have responded.
You noticed how I
with a
danced around.
resounding yes.
I danced around how it would be a sarcastic answer.
Oh man.
Well, in the booth,
Yes.
right now, we have the one and only Aiden
Yes,
Moffat.
we do. Can we get him on screen here? Can he hop
can
over
get him
here
over
a
on
little
screen.
bit? And can we? I'll move aside here. He's in his.
Here we go. Go ahead.
All right. Yep. All right.
There he is.
All right, Mr. Moffat. Good to see you. You're cutting off your head there, Mr. Moffat. There we go. Very good. Good to see you.
Yeah, he's one of our producers.
Yes.
Pops in from time to time and
He
helps us
does.
out. Did a great job last year. And we also have Anthony Cabrera.
Yes. The water boy, I believe, not the water boy, the manager. The manager.
Water boy. Wow. Ouch.
The manager of the soccer team. I think he's got something to do, so he's going to head out. Good to have those gentlemen visit the booth.
We just corrected the score, just so everyone is aware. It was not 4-0. It was 3-1. EC is on
Aiden
the
Moffat
board.
wouldn't have made that mistake.
Wow.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
You're just mad at him because he named me his favorite soccer player.
Yes, instead of me.
You're his favorite foot runner.
Well, Emmett, I all. Folks, I need to go prepare for the varsity game. Now, I don't know if you know this, Brother Jack, but to myself and the Swordsman varsity goalie, Mark Marhalski, and you could call our teacher, you call him that, Mr. Matt Millen. We are playing a trumpet trio national anthem for the varsity game. So we're going to go get ready for that. You tune in to the varsity game, not just to see our trumpet trio. That would certainly be a good reason why, but maybe stick around for the game as well. It's supposed to be a good one. Swordsman versus East Chicago Varsity. But I'm going to head out, Brother Jack. You have
Sounds
fun
good.
here. Finish up here. Don't lose too
You had
many
me
viewers.
for the last minute and a half, and let me tell you, you drew the short straw for sure. I am not the greatest at play-by-play. I am just the plucky sidekick, comedy relief. So, but right now we have Swordsman leading 3-1, with just a little over a minute left. Luke Audis trying to get something going there. Good stop over to Xavier. Xavier, a good kick to Luke, but it's just a little bit too far. Keeper's gonna give it a nice kick in the opposite direction. And a little bit of back and forth. 30 seconds left. Cardinals trying to get something going here. Oh, good clear by, can't tell. And that is the game. Well, we thank you for joining us here at HBTV. next up, we will have the varsity swordsmen against the varsity Cardinals, and that will come up in just a few minutes. We will see you then.